Hey folks, Nick Tucker here with Nick Knows Nerf. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little extra excited today because I got a box in the mail. And this is a box I've been waiting for a long time, so bear with me while I stretch the anticipation out. In January, a blaster was revealed. In January, many blasters were revealed to be coming out at from the toy fair. And it was released in other countries, but because of the tariffs, because of other issues I don't even want to get into, I couldn't get my hands on it. So I had to look in horror, in agony, waiting for a blaster. A few weeks ago, two things came together to make my universe very, very interesting. Firstly, the blaster I've been looking for was suddenly going to be made available, and a 10% off coupon came my way. Now you know me, guys. And you have to understand, if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Nick. Amongst other things, and a great many other things, I teach people how to shoot Nerf darts. I participate in that, and we love it. But I love both pistols, so I like sidearms far more than primaries as a rule, and I love piratical things as a sword fighter. Look at this beautiful set. I'm showing you this box. Look at this box. I don't think I've seen anybody crack one of these boxes open. So it talks about flintlock action. It talks about the way it primes on the back. And you get two of them for, I want to say, $30, which was very, very pricey. And normally I would wait till something like this hit, but this is not normal. See, I've been checking a couple times a month for this blaster to hit stores since January. So let's get the unboxing. Let's get that beautiful. Oh, look at that money shot, guys. Oh, come on. Oh, is it too big? Is it stuck? Oh, no. Look at that. Oh, look at that set. It doesn't need fancy packaging. It is gorgeous. McAdoo. And it comes with 8 of their new nitro shot darts. But, oh friends, I have just found out something else interesting about this blaster that will make it rather reviled in certain circles. This blaster is not comfortable to prime right-handed as it compared to it as it is left-handed. In most of your priming hammer action primes, it's in the middle. I suspect the offset prime is in part to have a bit more distance from Nerf, because this is a dart zone blaster. Fingers off the boom trigger. I want to see. Yeah, there is a dart retention pin and a little piece, but I am so excited about this model because it meets certain parameters. And what parameters am I talking about, aside from having really sexy purple darts, which should be fairly easy to see in the grass? Okay, before I even fire it, let's talk ergo. Left-handed blaster. Oh, darn. I am, oh God, this grip, it just, I have white hands, but this grip locks in. It is just a bit snug, but I do not mind. This is going to be an incredibly easy blaster to put in your pocket. Actually, that's going to be interesting because the hammer, no, you can work it right-handed. It's going to take some practice. It's going to drag a bit for the left-hand draw. So I have to figure out how I want to holster it, but I want you guys to look at this. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus. It's not lighting the way. There is some detailing here. Oh, look at that. A little carved in. Powered by PTDZ, means powered by Primetime Toys and DZ Dart Zone. That's talking about the weapon system. They did not have to do this. They did not put point on either side, but they put absolutely beautiful engraving all over the place. Now, I also happen to know that modders have already gotten a hold of this and made a 6-round replacement for this piece that will fire full darts and I assume half darts that you can get the STLs for. Once I get either that or definitely that going, I will be very happy to possibly run some off. The build quality, it feels, I mean, there's a little creak if you absolutely wrench it, but why would you? It's facilitated where small hands should be able to make it go. What's surprising me, and I haven't cocked it back yet, is the trigger. The trigger is a straight pull trigger. It's not a hinge trigger, so that's a different feeling. I know. Don't cup it, but geez. Now, I will say this wants to be left-handed, and as I am left-eye primary, and I prefer to shoot left-handed, so we just got to do the inaugural. Oh, that was Blaster ASMR. I'm choking up a little bit. Lydia, how's it shoot? And then cycle. Now, I'm only going by straight across, but as somebody who's a bit of an instinctual shooter, I was ready for the fifth. Oh no. I have no problem with that drop. Beautiful. I get to do it again. This one I'm gonna see if I can work right-handed. Now, the return spring is actually quite nice. Sorry, I damaged my right wrist recently, so I'm a little hesitant on the noise, but this is definitely going to be a left-handed sidearm. You're really going to want to fire this left-handed. I'm going to think a horizontal, like scout carry holster, maybe FBI can't, on the back, rigged for lefty. But making a holster out for this thing will be so easy relative to the awkward shapes of others because you could just make a tube. I'm betting PVC will work. I'm wondering diameter-wise about some of the cardboard tubes I found. That will make it very accessible. It fits very nicely. Oh, this is something I don't normally do, but it pocket carries nice. Now that to me is incredibly important because, especially in a secondary, the pocket carry is so vital. Now, I only have a few of them darts already. I have a gaggle of green. These are actually, what are these? These are from my driller that I talked about on the last, never mind, furthermore. But was that problem? No. Okay. Oh, you can actually see this yellow thing pop up. You see that? To indicate that it's charged. And if it's not there, you haven't gone the full distance. But I'm definitely much happier with it left-handed for my reach. I think that's really going to make it a great sidearm for what it is and what's intended to be. Like I said, the only way I can see to draw it comfortably with the way the hammer is, though, is from a behind the back angled sort of, again, scout carry. But it's pocketable. Even with the hammer on the inside, the whole thing sits in your pocket and it actually sort of secures, with the hammer making it a little trickier to draw out. I'm here for it. Guys, I'm actually absolutely here for it. It's been a long time since I've seen a new blaster that I didn't feel disappointed by. And the only thing about this is it's a little awkward on the right-hand draw. But if you want a more classic fanning motion, oh, friends. Will it fan? Oh, it will. Okay. I have some more full lengths that I haven't had much use for. Do I expect these to be cheaper than I paid for them? Oh, absolutely. It's hot. Is it though? There we go. You have to wait for that positive charge. I don't even want to do it. I want to do it properly. Okay. That's what I needed to know. The rotation pattern. Oh, friends. It's rare that I look at a blaster and I go, this is worth the hype. But this is worth the hype. I'll be watching this to hit Walmart. Now, you'll notice that I have two blasters. A lovely red one and a lovely blue one. We can take bets on how long I will have two blasters. Because, as everyone knows, my son, he loves blue. And I bet, with the way Dark Zone's been about alternate color sets, that my son's going to, Xander, this is probably going to be his. I knew that when I bought him. That's part of why I bought this set. Because I've seen pictures of the red. Much like how I've been trying to track down the blue double strike for my son, because he collects blasters, and especially blue ones. I have a feeling he's going to go, ooh, and he's going to want this, and I'm going to give it to him because I am a sucker. I'm also wondering if I'm just not going to need essentially a bandolier of these dudes. Is it practical? No. I mean, obviously, for firepower wise, there are a lot of other ways you could do it. And again, I know there's a market for a 6 rounder, whatever. It should be a fair, just eyeballing it, there's a little bit of a clip on the front. And wow, if that ring is all that retains this part, which it actually looks like it could be, I'm not sure. I almost wonder, friends, just how easy it would be for this to get. The other mod I am fully expecting is somebody to try to gut the thing and rig it for like a big single shot. Like, this is one of those, and I hate to say it, I would love to take the shell, base a design off of, and run like a Mega XL round. Thump. But 4 rounds, which is a nice amount of ammunition, no problem, no waiting. I'm sorry, it's so rare to look forward to something. Have plans to get it since before your birthday. Have plans to get it, early in the year. Finally get your hands on it. And so often I get my hands on something I've ordered. It's just not as good as I hoped it would be. I knew by the design it would be for me a primarily left-handed pistol. But my goodness, is this gorgeous. The other thing I am noting, just from, again, eyeballing it, because very shallow, easy to access screws, nice. I'm betting they're going to put out a spring for this. And what I'm really wondering, and what I'd love to see, is if they were genius enough to make it where you can unscrew this bottom panel, pull it out, because the spring, if this mechanism works like any of the other hammer fire mechanisms I've ever dealt with, and I don't know if I'll be cracking this open or not, if this spring is right here, which I would wager it is, I would love to see Dart Zone go, okay, sure. Do you want a heavier spring for that? Bonk. And give it a little bit more spice. But one thing Dart Zone does do better than anybody else thus far is they make the best wheel guns. So, the Dart Zone Buccaneers. How do I feel about them? The loading them right-handed will be an issue. That's the only negative I'm seeing. But the positives are everything on the box, the performance. I'm eyeballing it. See, they're saying it's 70, but it feels spicier than that. It feels around, I'd put it at about 80, maybe 90. So I guess 85, just from watching. I need to get my chronometer out and do a whole range day firing those things. But to me, this is one of the major blasters of 2025 that I've been looking forward to. And I know a lot of pro things are hitting, a lot of big things are hitting. Everybody's talking about the pro end of things, which is fine. But just one that I know, it's distinctive, it's classy, I can carry it with the kids, and it obviously, this is it's not too realistic. This is obviously a plastic pirate gun, which makes me feel fairly safe being able to let Xander run around with it outside. So that's my plans for this lovely blaster. The next thing I'm going to review did come in the mail as well, and that will be the Siren Blink, which is the complete opposite end of the spectrum of blasting, in that this guy, which, as I spoke about earlier, originally was around $100, at least at the store where it came from. I got it for like 23. They're on secret clearance on eBay. Dig around, you can find them. Alongside $9 maulers. Do not miss out on those. If you want to get into pro blasting, that's one of the best things you can do. But I actually have a broken one of these that came in that was shipping cost more than a brand new in box, because that's the way my universe works. So I am going to run this guy through, give it a shot, see if it works, see if what I learned from working with this one will teach me how to fix the other one, and we'll keep right on trucking. I'm excited, folks. I hope you are too. With that, I will be at at the Benton County Public Library in lovely Benton County, Indiana, at 102 North Van Buren Street on October 11th. That's a Saturday. From 10 till 2, we'll be running LibraryCon, where I will be selling my books and art, and some other creatives will be selling art. But White Boot Arms and Artistry will also be selling Gently Loved and Renewed Blasters to help fund my Blasters for Books program and get them out of my basement so I am in less trouble with my lovely wife. Because I've gotten some deals and now I want to pass them on to the communities as I can. I don't tend to donate battery-powered blasters because the kind of kids that I'm donating blasters to may have trouble affording the batteries to keep up with them. And one thing I love about Nerf is, as long as you can keep in darts, this is going to keep working for years and years and years. And that makes me very happy. So I hope to see you guys there if you want to get some gently used blasters at great discount. I'm thinking I'm going to try to keep them around $10 a piece, or roughly half what I find the going rate on eBay is, just because I want to get them in people's hands. But people who I know can afford the batteries too. You know what I'm saying? So I hope to see some of you there. And until then, keep blasting. Have a good time. And guys, I love you and you should too. Toodles.